Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today we're working on episode 39 of Junk Journal Sketches. This is where we take a card making or scrapbooking layout and turn it into something for our junk journals. Today's sketch comes from splitcoaststampers.com. I've got the link in the description below. So let's have a look at it. And the thing I like about there is they number to kind of tell you what to put on first, and second, and then third, and so on. And according to this one, this looks a lot like last week's where we had all the squares. Actually, when I saw it, I pictured it completely different. But the way they have it is they have your bottom color, that's the green lines, and then squares placed, so you can punch out more squares, and then your big focal point right there. And so here are some ways to see this differently. I actually imagined the squares were the background, and these were overlapping pieces. And then, of course, your focal image here. Or you could do all that and then punch a window in it or cut a window in it somehow. So you can make a journal card, you can make a tag, you can do anything with this sketch. I am lacking in envelopes that are already done, so I got an envelope out today. And if you've been keeping up with Junk Journal July, I'm really trying to use up scraps as much as I can. So I have my bag of scraps. These are like just scrappiest scraps. But I also have like my project bags. Like this was when I did, what was it called? Dancer's Dream for Belinda at Visualize NZ. I did a guest collab with her kit. And so I have all my little things left in here. For that journal. And then I have this bag full of like book pages that I've pulled out and never used. Like this all used to be in a big box, and so then I sorted things. So I do have little strips of text in there. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is so you got to kind of decide. So when you put this in your journal, you could completely glue this, and so it's just kind of like a tip out or flip out. A lot of times though, I'll put it as part of the signature here, and then this gets glued to the opposite side page, and then it becomes a little tuck spot. And then I'll decorate this side and this side. So you kind of are able to utilize all the parts, but it's really up to you. And I think today I'm just going to decorate the front. We'll see. I might decorate the back as well. I may not decorate it with this sketch, but we'll see. I might carry it over. And I think for my focal, I'm going to use either bird or some flowers, and have that ready to go in my stash. All right, so go gather your things. And like I said, this link will be down there so you can print these out or go visit it, save it in your bookmarks. All right, guys, so sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. Okay, the last thing I want to do is I want to add like a little label here, even though it's not on here, but that's all right because that's just a starting off point. I have two labels here. These are both from Tina at shabbydabbydoodah. I don't know if I want that one. Just kind of center it there, or this one and a little off center. Or do I want it centered? No. I think I'm going to go with this one. All right, and so that's it. I mean, for the front, yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the back. I don't think I will today. Some other suggestions that I thought about while I was making this: washi tape, obviously, would be great. Way to use some of your washi tape. Also, the other day I made a video called a stamp strippy bit tag or something like that. And I have, leftovers of those. So if you had, a color background, like a piece of paper, scrapbook paper, and then you could use those little strippy bits, across your paper like that. So another way to use those stamped edges off of those book pages that you tore off, and now I have a few more since I did this one. So save those, you guys. I started out with this little bag, and it's full. I mean, I can put those in there, but find a creative way to use them, and I hope I've given you a few with those little um, stamp strippy bit tags that I made. That was fun. I really want to make some more of those. So also the little branding strips on the top of scrapbook paper. I hope you're hanging on to those. Gosh, if you have some old stuff like creative memories, it came with those little oh gosh, what were they called? Like almost they were like die cuts, I guess, and it was like a big sheet, but you would like pull everything apart. It was all perforated, and then it was like a big sheet of yellow, and everything was yellow, and you pulled off the zigzag pieces and the triangle pieces, but they had little strips there. When you get Echo Park, the sticker sheets, the 12 by 12, when you get like well, I guess you could get the sheet by itself. I usually get the kit and it comes with it, but it always has like a little sticker border that you could use, a little scallopy. I have some that are scallopy. Gosh, so many different things you could use. And then of course your focal point could be anything. And this was an envelope out of let's see if I can find it. Oh, I just threw it was open. Anyways, here's the package. Hang on. It was 74 cents, you guys. So when you find these things at like Hobby Lobby or your craft store, these were just cards, flat cards. And of course it came with 12 cards, 12 envelopes. That I mean that would be like an invitation kind of thing that you'd print on, and that's not something I would just do in everyday life. I'll put that back later because it's going to make a bunch of noise. But 74 cents. Yes, please. Thank you. Let me use that, and I will be happy to cover up those envelopes and use them in my projects. I guess I should put my needle back in my glue bottle here. But and I have creative memories. Speaking of creative memories, that old paper tape ribbon, you guys. I mean, so many things you could use here for this little idea. And but if you have it in your scraps, that's a really great thing to do to get rid of those scraps and all this stuff. I did have to get the book page because none of my book pages I had were big enough. After I tore off the edges, they would have been too small. And I didn't want the little edge. I wanted the words to go to the end. So I did go in my stash and pull out a book page. But other than that, everything was literally sitting here. in a bag, in a ephemera holder, just waiting to be used. So use up those things, get them ready, have them pre-made. Maybe one day if you want, I'll show you. I have a shoe box that I started, and I started organizing my ephemera. So I made myself some little dividers, and that way when I um, get ready, like when I made my black and white journal in June, I went through my little box and found that little section that had, you know, kind of monochromatic makes. And yeah, that's where I got some of my ephemera from because it was made in the past, just waiting to be used. All right, guys. Sorry this video came out a little later than normal. We're here in Deep East, Texas. We're about an hour and a half north of the Houston area, and we've been kind of getting ourselves ready for some rain with this Hurricane Beryl that's supposed to be coming ashore soon. So today, this morning, we were out finally cutting the hedge. Texans, we like to do our yard work before storms come. Uh, it's a thing. So we were out there. So now I have, I was using the hedge trimmer, so now I've got like wobbly arms from doing that. But it looks great, you guys. All right. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.